And so I just started thinking, there's a lot more to this than just a rational argument, why people might believe or might not believe, why people might reject or push back without even a thought. And I was thinking, this sounds, I guess this is really more personal. Like, for example, my husband played football for the University of Georgia. He
Wow.
grew up in Georgia. He socially was ingratiated in that culture where, boy, playing at the University of Georgia would be like the best thing since sliced bread. He actually got a full scholarship there.
Wow.
That was his game. That was his experience. That was where he invested his life. Those were his people. And since then, and then my daughter went to Auburn, I that wasn't it wasn't like I expected him because of perhaps maybe Auburn had something better statistically than Georgia. Well, he had a personal allegiance. There was a lot more than statistics that kept him as the Georgia fan.
Right.
For him to come over and say, no, oh, I believe Auburn is wonderful. It has taken, I can tell you, several years to even consider saying something positive about Auburn as compared to Georgia, not because of it might have been better for my daughter or whatever, or statistically better, intellectually I could convince him, but he had all these personal allegiances, these social reasons, these experiences, these positive experiences that kept him believing one thing. I could not convince him, in a sense, to switch sides. And I think sometimes we as Christians think that if we just put out an intellectual argument that might be convincing, we're not thinking of the whole person, of their background, of their experience, of where they grew up, what were they exposed to, what was religion to them. And so when I
Wow.
went to go look at this question, what would it take for an atheist to become a Christian? Was it something intellectual or was something more or different? I wanted to take a very holistic look at the reasons why we as humans believe or reject anything, how we change our minds, how we move from a place of resistance towards openness, towards a different way of thinking or living. But because I had come from this background in apologetics, and I sincerely want, when you know Christ, there's nothing better, right? It is
Yeah.
life itself.